Hey, James here. I'm in between meetings. I'm in my vehicle right now. Just had lunch with a client, and I'm getting ready to head to go meet with another client. I work with small local businesses, and I'm constantly being asked to help them reach customers on their mobile devices. And, these business owners that I talk with and marketing managers for these business owners, when I talk with them, a lot of them, they've already done the whole, mobile app thing. They've already found out that they don't like installing another app on their phone. They don't, and they understand that, if you don't have a really big brand name behind you, the mobile app sell, it's pretty tough. It's pretty steep. And then they're also trying the, social media way, and they're finding that, it's a big time suck, really is what it is. And it's really difficult to measure results. I'm not saying that it's not effective, but, a lot of these business owners and the clients that I'm working with, when they do try social media marketing efforts, it's really tough for them to grasp. And so, they say to me, like, James, I just want to know, how does a big company like Bed Bath & Beyond, how does Target, Kohl's, how are these companies, how are they getting their promotions directly onto consumers' phones, on their mobile devices? And they're asking this. I think it's a really simple reason why they're asking for this. I just came from lunch, having lunch with a client, and and by the way, you can do this too as a test next time you go to a restaurant, for example. And before we went in, I said, look, just be observant. Just take a second, be observant when we walk in, and in the waiting area, just be real observant of people. You don't have to stare at people, but just be really observant. And of course, we walk in the waiting area, or waiting for a table, everybody is tapping on their screen of their mobile phone. Literally everybody in the waiting area. We walk, the waitress comes, hostess comes, says, okay, your table's ready. We're walking to our table. Guess what? Every table we walk by, the patrons, they have their mobile phones on top of the table in front of them. We sit down. Guess what? There's people having conversations, and the other person on the other end of the conversation is looking at their phone when they got their face buried in their phone, So, it's obvious, that, consumer behavior, it's changing. It's changing rapidly. And it most certainly, that change, it most certainly includes mobile devices. Anyway, this is why all those big retailers, Bed Bath Beyond, Kohl's, Target, this is why they're investing a lot of energy into mobile campaigns, mobile marketing. And again, I'm not talking about apps, I'm not talking about social media. Certainly there's spaces for those, and there's reasons to do those things, but that's not really what I'm talking about. The fact is that consumers are spending their time on their mobile devices, and more importantly, their attention. Okay, that's critical to understand. The thing that you really got to be careful of, though, you got to be really careful about this, is that you still have to conduct permission-based approaches to your marketing outreach. In this space, a mobile device space, okay? It's a really personal item, right? And the traditional advertising / interruption type marketing, okay, yes, it can work, but you have to be super careful, because the fact is that people can shut you off instantly, and that's the trade-off. So anyway, here's the interesting. There's a big secret. This is the big secret that Kohl's and Target and Bed Bath & Beyond, those big companies that are running these mobile campaigns, this is their big secret. The mobile campaigns that they're running are wildly simple. So simple. Also, they're hugely inexpensive. It's incredible. They're fractions of the cost of traditional advertising and print media. Fractions. The other big secret, they're highly effective. Very effective, okay? So anyway, what I want you to do is click on the Watch Now button below and enter a valid email. And the next video that opens, I reveal exactly the exact process that these big retailers are how they're conducting their mobile marketing campaigns, the exact process that they're going through. And I also reveal just how simple and inexpensive it really is, and why my local level business clients, why they're doing the exact same thing as these big retailers.